Good night, Nikki. Good night. How you doing? I hope you had a wonderful day. And good night, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me on Dark Nights with your girl, Lady in the Dark, aka Lady K. Oh Lord, what happened? Hi guys, please just thumbs up the live for me, please, as you come in. I hope you all had a wonderful day. I don't know about you all, but one thing for sure, I am looking forward to the weekend. Just to know that there will be no work tomorrow or Sunday. Can sleep in your bed late or until the baby wake. So that's one thing I am looking forward to. Not getting up early, just stay in the bed and chill. Even if I'm not sleeping, don't have to get up to rush to work. Please, guys, remember to like up the live. Now, I don't know how many of you saw a video going around on social media of a man that, how should I put it? A husband, angry husband, that was videoing his wife and Mr. Joe. Now, it seemed like Mr. Joe was in the full cub. Maybe he was cleaning it out, I don't know. And the wife and the gentleman was there. The husband was there walking around with the phone video and everything, asking questions and so forth. Joe was just there, quiet, seemed like poor thing heart did a beat ready for jump out of his chest. We him look nervous. Him actually believed that the husband was going to do something to him when you watch the live and you see the expression on his face. Now, people, yes, when you listen to the wife and what the wife had to say to the man, she said, where you go? Clearly, him man not do nothing around the yard. It seemed like him not done nothing at all. So the wife wanted someone, it seems, to help her out, and that's what she did, went and get someone. And you see the man are even run down the vehicle, just to video the woman and the man getting into the vehicle, going away. The man run down the vehicle with the camera. And you see, when I look at that, people, me laugh, me not tell no lie. Me laugh, so till good night, Sandra. The reason why I laugh was because clearly, this is our husband. He wanted so bad to embarrass the wife and to put it on social media, he might try to bring down the lady. And you see, when I look at it, to me right now, I'm the embarrassed one. Because if you're going to go to that extent to expose someone, and when you check a stack, may I go be honest, you see, when you look on it and you hear what the wife said to me, he's one of those husband. If you want the yard for rake, him not go do it. Maybe the lady want the full cup for clean out, he's not there. Want the yard for cut or burn, he's not there. When you look at the gentleman, it seemed like one of his hands, something was wrong with it. And to see that even though well, maybe they just are hiding at the full cup, I don't know. But even though it seemed like something was wrong with his hand, clearly he was still willing to help the wife to sort out whatsoever she wanted to sort out. And when me look upon it, me have to laugh because you see that husband, a whole heap of man out there act like him. They believe that because they married one woman, them not supposed to do nothing, Them not supposed to help out in the house or in the yard, none at all. And a lot of females, when you really look at it, a lot of females, they want somebody to help them out with the yard, especially females who don't live in an apartment complex or gated communities, those that have a big yard space. Nothing wrong if you can't get somebody to help out. And if you have the husband not doing anything because clearly, look like him did a service or him not look like him did a help out in the yard. It not come like him did a give her anything financially. So you have to wonder. Those are just my assumption. And a whole heap of women out there, them just want somebody. They don't want no money. Them just want someone who will be there for them. Somebody who will help them out when it comes on to the house and the yard. Because you have someone, them feel say, them not supposed to sweep the house. Them not supposed to wash clothes. Them not supposed to do the dishes. Them not supposed to rake yard. Nothing like that. Then just believe that they are the husband. What they're supposed to do is just give the money and service. That's all they believe. They don't believe that the woman want help. And whole heap of woman out there, when you look at it, they will say that if a man come to them and the man is willing to help out in certain situation, then willing to work with that man, than work with one man, especially if a woman will make her own money. They rather to work with the situation where a man is willing to help them around their house, help them with the kids. If they have animals, help them with the animals. They're willing to do that than to stay with a man when not do nothing at all for them. Whole heap of woman, them willing for just, they know said nothing not going with the husband, they want hold on upon the husband because at the end of the day, they want to say that they have a husband. Good night, voice out. Good night. Thank you so much. Guys, please remember to hit the thumbs button, the like button. So when me see it, me laugh. And if you say, oh, the man a run down the vehicle, I believe that he was trying to prove a point. He was saying to himself, look how I'm going to embarrass her. Look what I'm going to do. And right now, everybody on the internet, I say, him, them a talk about, how him desperate, look on the extent. No, because you don't expect them things there from a man. Most time, the woman do go on with them something, they're not the man. So you have to wonder. But people, whole heap of man out there, I hope when they look on that, Joe no have to drive. Because if you don't look at the man going at the woman vehicle, it seems, or maybe at the man vehicle, I don't know. But the husband said, oh, yeah, go pick him up. So it seemed like the man a want walk foot man. Joe no have to have money. All Joe have to do are willing to help the woman. Help her, whether it be financially, servicing, or with the yard. Just help her because whole heap of females, they're not business about certain things again. They just want someone who will be there for them, someone who will help them out. And what man know, said nowadays, woman no need no man for money. You hardly see a woman nowadays. The man cannot give them how much money and then stick to that man. Because certain needs, once those needs are not being satisfied, that woman is going to look elsewhere. So you can be giving her $50,000 every week. Once you're not satisfying the needs, if you understand what I say, you better know the $50,000 per week nah go work. And you have some woman, you can be giving them that and everything, If you just expect them to take care of the children, take care of the house and everything, that not go work also. They're no business about that. They want somebody who will be there with them, somebody who's going to help them out. So people, if you don't see the video yet, as a Mix-Up Boss post it, you can go on his platform and you can watch it. But it is quite funny to see the extent to that, to where, well, the extent to the, me now get tongue twisted, the extent to which the husband went trying to prove a point. I hope that the wife, I hope that she just cut him off and just move on with her life, because when you see how she hold on Joanne, when you look how the woman hold on Joanne in the video, if you all saw the video, clearly she love and respect Joe. She love and respect Joe because she hold him and she not let him go. She make sure she did it because she don't want the husband to harm him. So clearly, Joe do something good. So big up to all the Joes out there and the Janes too who are doing something good, helping out the situation to make sure that those individuals' needs are satisfied, whether it be the housework needs, the financial needs, the yard needs, or any needs. Big up to Joe. Now, people, it is the weekend, and I don't know if you all heard the news here in Jamaica, and I have to say condolences to that pilot family because he lost his life. And you see, people, we all have to be very, very careful because you can never tell when will be your last day. That gentleman is doing something that his father did, his grandfather did, and it's something that he knows what to do. Fly a plane. He was in the JDF. That was what he was doing for a living. And to see now that he was doing it and his plane went down and now he's on ice. So condolences to his family, and people, please just be careful. Just live every single day like a last because you can never tell what is going to happen. Now, people, tonight, oh yes, only those type of women that want a mama man, the one that want just that, yeah. So true. And that again, man, nah, that now old woman again, no matter how that good, if it now come with certain things, the ladies are not going to stay. And I think that is what a lot of male don't understand. They can have the 8, the 9, if they're not doing other stuff. It not gonna work. It not gonna work. The females are going to move on. L.A. Lewis a madman. L.A. Lewis, trust me. When I saw that video of what L.A. Lewis did at the toll booth, and the man was on his live and he just went right through. I'm like, seriously? Because clearly, and this is what I want people to understand. You see, when you see them people here on social media, you see whole heap of the things them where you see them do it because they want people to view them. They do it because they want people to talk about them. They want to remain relevant. And when we see L.A. Lewis do that, that's why I'm doing it. Because he know that when he do something like that, people are going to talk about L.A. Lewis. People are going to have the video all over the place showing what he did. And I am happy that they did that today. And I hope they may give him a little small charge because the Jamaican law system, when you listen to some of the fines that they have, it's crazy. Sometimes you hear $500 for this, $4,000 for this, but I hope they slap him good with a fine and in need to replace the people them thing also. So me not even want to talk about him because that is what he want people to do. He want people to talk about him. He want to remain relevant. That's why when you see him come and him talk about him power this and him majesty, all of them craziness there. Because this gentleman, he just want to remain relevant. Social media is his thing. That's how I view it. So when I saw that video of him going through the toll booth just like that, I was thinking to myself, if you're rich like how you claim, how your vehicle not have on a tag. Because some time ago he was on a social media platform and he was there with the money on the table. He was just taking them out, the stock, taking it out of the bags and just placing them on the table. And I said, this or that, that or that. The prime minister not rich like him. His crazy talk. And when we look on all of them something there, and to say he was going through the toll and you hear the beep beep, the alarm. Clearly, him not have no tag. And if you have anybody who live in Jamaica, once you claim say you have money, you're gonna make sure say you have a tag on your vehicle, knowing that you live, not anybody will live in Jamaica, but knowing that you live in the corporate area where you're going to travel from St. Catherine to Kingston because you're going to take the toll. And If you see it just go right through, you know, say, man, him don't have no money. So I believe that what he did was just to remain relevant, just so people can talk to him, talk about him. And even when you look at what some of the individuals did also do, because there is another video going around where a politician was addressing someone and the manner in which the person do it, you have to wonder. And that is something that the person constantly do, address people in a disrespectful manner. Why? Because he want people to talk about him. As some me view it, when you see them go on with them things there, they just want people to talk about them. They want to remain relevant. They don't want to lose the spotlight. And when they realize that they're losing the hype, they might fall out of the spotlight, you see they come with something. And it is the same thing with our social media bloggers, you know. It is the same thing. Because I went back and I watched a particular video of something and I was like, okay then. And then I listened to what happened and I say, okay then. I wonder if this was premeditated. That was what I was wondering. Because Lord have mercy, something wrong with she, Nikki. Nikki says she have a co-worker and she can't satisfy with one partner. Every week is a new one. Papa Jesus. Every week is a new what? A new pet? And what type of partner? Because me not think of when me I think. Because every week, so that means that is either them not do it good, or something wrong with she, or it's just she's just an addict. Boy, I don't have a clue. But anyway, when I look back, I'm like, I think that was I think that was planned. Because social media, people on social media, they don't like when nobody not talk about them. They like to remain relevant. And the sad thing is that some of them, they go to certain extent so people can talk about them. You see, they create certain drama. When they realize that their names are not being called here and there, you see, they come with something, you know, because they want people to talk about them. And when the person start to talk about them, you see they come out and start to play innocent, like, oh, I didn't do anything. The person is trying to fight against me. The person, and really and truly, because they want to remain in the limelight, that is what they keep on doing. And that is what L.A. Lewis, that's what he did. He want people to talk about him. So the man drive right through the toll, right through on his merry way. And when you look at some of the things then that he did also, if you remember, during the entire Donnelly thing when that was going on last year, some of the things that he did, the extent to which he went, clearly, it was just because it was a hype, it was a hot topic at the time, and he wanted so bad to be a part of it. So he went and you see him in them protests, him going with him things and everything. Why? Because he want people to see him. That's why. Oh, she's bipolar. Oh, okay. But with L.A. Lewis, what he's getting right now, I hope that then we give him a nice piece of fine. I know that the charge won't be nothing big because of what he did. So, but make him pocket at him. Make him pocket at him. And if me ever listen to news and hear no $4,000, no little plan money, trust me, me I go come and me I go talk about it. Because when him so big and bad and bossy, them people there, you're supposed to make them pay. Now, people, you hear about the US athlete that died. I saw the story. And when I saw it and everything, the female, Bowie, I think her name is, what they said was she was found in her home. I saw something where they said it might even be possible that she's pregnant. I don't know how true that is. But you see, when I saw that news, and what they said was that people alert the police because it seemed like they didn't see her. when I hear that, people, please, have to understand. I know that a lot of people, they rather to remain by themselves. You rather to be in a house where you don't have nobody and you out your food. You don't have nobody dirty up the place and all of that. But understand, even if somebody don't live with you, please make sure that you have someone who will check on you. Someone who have a key for your home, where if they send you a message you don't hear from you like within 2 hours or so forth, they can just stop by and to check and to see what is going on. Because it is sad when you listen to the news and you hear people being found in their home like that. It is really, really sad, because a lot of people, sometimes it is just one simple drop. It is just one simple thing that caused it. And because nobody was around to help them, they end up on ice. So I hope that you all have that somebody who, if you live alone, make sure it's a close friend, someone who you can trust, have a key for your place. Or even if they don't have a key, they know where you hide your key. Make sure that you have somebody who will check upon you, call you. If they don't hear from you, if they send you a message and they don't hear from you within a certain time, they can call, check, or stop by to find out what is going on. Make sure that you tell people what you're up to, what is going on in your life. Because a lot of these people that you say like that, living alone, and when things happen, a lot of them, they are there and they're suffering in silence because they don't have anybody to talk to. You realize that some of them, they're suffering from depression, some mental illness. And if they just had that one person around them close who they can talk to and explain to them what they're going through, a lot of them that gone, they would still be here, because at least they would have someone to look out for them. They would have someone who knows what they're going through. But unfortunately, a lot of people, especially those who are well known, they suffer in silence because they don't want people to have anything to talk about them. They don't want people to say, okay, say such and such a suffer from depression. We Jamaican would have said, say such and such a M people or a M man, because that's how we Jamaican refer to it. A lot of Jamaican, they don't think of mental illness as an illness. Once you say something to them, they refer to you as the M word. And because people don't want people to refer to them in that way, they choose to remain quiet. They choose to suffer alone. So people, please make sure so you have a family member, a close friend, someone who will check on you and someone who will be there for you. That young lady who is bipolar, Nikki, something is seriously, they need to change her meds, because something wrong with that. Something is wrong with that, because she can pick up something. She can pick up something. Okay. Okay. Okay, sorry guys. Yes. Right. So I hope they change our meds, because clearly the side effect, it yellow liver, a white liver, then call it white liver. Them say when you mix with Indian, that's what happened. I don't know how true it is, but a lot of females and male, when they tend to indulge in that thing too much, you hear them say, oh, because me I suffer from white liver, because they're trying to find something now, to blame for the risky lifestyle. They're trying to find something to put it on and say, okay, I true, me have white liver, that's why I love it so much. But people, honestly, me not believe in that. Me not believe say a white liver. I just think that if someone have a big appetite, that are gonna happen. Them just go constantly. And good night, blessed one, and a whole heap of females at that happen. So me think every man have white liver. Seriously. Me think every man have white liver because me can't understand it, especially the Jamaicans, man. The Jamaican man them. Why? They can't keep one woman. Can somebody please tell me? If me know, boy, maybe I have some out there, but the Jamaican men, they can't keep one woman. It's like some of them to me, then left one to them. Tomorrow night, then gone to our next one. The next night, then gone to our next. And all of them things. And you have to wonder why they operate like that. And at times, some of these guys, they have them bona fide woman, you know. And when you check it out, the poor woman has suffer. The poor woman not get none. And them say, them have I S drive, and yet still what they're doing, giving it to everybody instead of the person that they're supposed to. So me think say every single man, most of them nowadays, they have a white liver. Yeah, them sneaky bad, sneaky bad. But you see, when we look on it, people, me think sometimes, you know, we females are to be blamed. And me I gotta tell you why. Sometimes we buck up upon them, let me call them. All right, me now go class them. But me just simple. Sometimes we buck up on them Monday, and they will look at you and they will say to you that, oh, I'm in a relationship, but it's complicated. Or yeah, I was in a relationship, but me and the person, we stopped talk or something. And you know, because you think that the person free, you run and go get involved with the person, you know, because the person said that they were in a relationship, but it's complicated. You see, once you hear that word, complicated, just understand that they're telling you that they're not really in the relationship 100% like how they used to, but at least now they're in the relationship, whether it be 40, 50, 30, 20, 10%, they're in it. They're still getting something from the person. So a lot of them, you will hear them say, oh, it's complicated. And even females, to some females do it. But me believes there's something wrong with the Jamaican man them. Me really believe it. I remember I have a family member, people, Jesus, peace, the man a dog. When me say him, the man are something else. Neighbor. My internet chipping in and chipping out. I don't know why, but let me change the location. Right, I was telling you about my family. This man, him no partial, nobody. When me say him no partial, nobody me mean him no partial, nobody. When you look at one of the neighbor that the man went to, the woman could have been mother, literally. And the man go to her. And when you ask him, you say, you really go there? Him tell you straight up, say, so what, she and a woman too? And you have to look on him. You have to wonder. Because that's, yeah, it just amazes me sometimes when we see him in action. And him slick, you know, him mouth sweet. Sometimes the woman them just a pass and we just call them and say one thing. And you see the ladies them a smile. The other day I was with him and he called a female and him say, see you drop something there and the lady look down. Not drop, you know. The lady looked down. And that was it. Big conversation start, numbers. And I'm like, what the hell? What did he do? He didn't do anything. Him not do nothing. But me believe them Jamaican, some of them, trust me, they are crazy when it come on to that. It's like they can't satisfy one woman, can't keep them. It can't keep them. And because of that, you know, you see out here in Jamaica, you have a whole heap of female with single. Why they single? Because they don't want to go into any relationship. They don't want to go into relationship and get hurt. They rather to remain alone. And that happen. Whole heap of them, then can't bother because you hear them, they will say, oh, I was in this relationship, this happened. I was in this one and that happened. It's sad when you hear them do the comparison, but it is just what it is. Every female, yeah, they regret it in old age because what happened is that the waste the young years, then waste it to run up and down a search. And you see, when they reach up there in age, nobody don't want them because the post searches now function like how it used to function. It gets soft, nothing now go on. And then at that time now, you see them a run a look woman for second down with when time nothing now go on. And well, if of them too, when you check it out, them not have no money, them not have nothing. Them spend out everything in their young age. Them not have a house. You see, a 50-year-old man or you ask where you live. They work and yet still they're going to tell you, you know, when you listen to some of them, they were in very good jobs and they're going to tell you that, oh, they live with the family or they live in a family yard or something. Hold on. Grams, turn on that for me, please. Thank you. Right, sorry. They live in family yard or something because they waste the young years running from one female to the next and females take money. Them not save nothing. So now in the old age, they don't have anything to show. They don't have nothing at all. And that is the sad thing. That is the time where you see them a look for woman for second down with. When them get old, them not have nothing for offer the woman them. But life is what it is. We as females, we just have to value ourselves and know what we're willing to work with. Some females, they're willing to work with situations like those because a lot of females, they don't want the responsibility that come with having a man for themselves because they know that when they have a man for themselves, wash, cook, clean, I go come with it. And then can't bother with that because they have the 9 to 5 and so forth. But females, like myself, would rather to remain single than to stay in relationship like those are because it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. So a lot of females, you have to know what you're willing to work with. Some females, they don't mind because a lot of females, they don't want to be alone. If a female not have a man, it's like them think them a mad. As so some females look at it. They just believe that having a man complete them. But ladies, I know so it go. I know so it go. You have to learn to be by yourself. You have to learn to enjoy your own company. You know that I saw that, Nikki, I never want to touch it, you know. Me never want to touch it. But I saw it today. I was watching him and everything. I never want to touch it. Because Mrs. Sophie, if you're here earlier when I said people on social media, they do certain things and then they come and they act like the victim and say, oh, and if Sophie, me did not talk. Because that's what happened. She pushed this man and then people go right on his behalf. And look what happened now. And it is such, to me, it's really, really sad because in a time like this, for somebody to lose their job, you know, and the way she lose it, me not think she'll go get no recommendation from that place if you go get another job because they have the video clip. She did the live in her uniform and all of that. Majesty now, when me hear him talk, the good thing is that I even comment on his page when he didn't read the other letter on the live. He said he just read it and deleted it. Me did actually love when him do that because I never want him to come out and address it because if he did, it would be another thing going on where you see people, the mix-up start again and everything. But it's sad to say that the lady, she lost her job because of some silliness. And when me look on her page, you know, she not make no money, you know. She not make no money off her page. She not making any money. So now me I wonder because people, me go tell you something. You see social media and everything you no need to put out there on social media. You can come, you can do your live, you can do your videos without disrespecting anybody. Because you see, once you start to disrespect people and everything, some of these individuals, they will go to a certain extent because of certain people on social media. That's what I realize. Them not joke when it come on to the love for these individuals, it's crazy. It's really, really crazy. But it is sad to know that this lady lost her job because of some silliness, something that could be avoided. And it's really sad to see that these people, they would go to that extent for someone to lose their livelihood, because they're trying to prove a point. Because to me, you see, and people might say it soft or something, but I believe people might say certain things, they might do certain things and everything, You see, once the person will come in front of me and box me in my face, once the person will come, try to fight, me no business. Say all you want to say, because at the end of the day, me know the truth and everything. But clearly, the followers, they will go to extent because of the love that they have for these people. And that was evident in the Sophie and Majesty situation, because he said that I know him write it. I know him write it. People write the letter them because of what she did, what she said on her live about them, about him in particular. And to see that them decide so them are go fight for him. Him never did go fight for himself, but him fight for him. Them fight for him. But I love the fact that he didn't take it up this time. I love the fact that he understands that he's a businessman and he needs to start operating like one. The next thing, people, that I see going on social media, I mean, I wonder, Speak Your Mind Entertainment, him get pa Marcia now? Because before it was Queen B, him always used to dash word at Marcia here and there, But now I realize that this man is coming out for Marcia and him a come out for Marcia strong. And I'm like, oh, mercy, Lord. Why? But Majesty addressed that this evening, because what he said is that him already talk to Kazim mother, him talk to his mother here in Jamaica, his stepmother, him tell them all of that. So I don't think the people them really are going to look into that. The people them understand that people on social media, they're mischievous and they're going to do all of those things. So it not going to come. But the sad thing is that, I believe that it must have been somebody who was close to them that provided that individual with the number. And that's what people not understand on social media, You see, once somebody get a number, you better know. You might think of one person have it, but at the end, 2, 3, 4, that person I go give somebody, that person I go give somebody. I saw it I go. But the sad thing is, social media is what it is. I'm trying my best. I watch them, I listen to them, but I try my best, because trust me, when you look at it, at times it get out of control. It really and truly get out of control to see how these people come on their platform, then curse each other, them say all sort of stuff about each other. And at times, what you realize, them don't know each other. They don't know each other. Because I was speaking about Speak Your Mind Entertainment and Marcia. Those two don't know each other. Them don't know them one another, And you'd be surprised to know that if they meet, maybe they could form a good friendship. And when you listen to some of the things that are being said on social media by individuals who don't know each other, imagine if one day something happened to any one of these particular individual, like since I'm on him, like him, and is there in need of the help, and the only person that is passing along that could help that gentleman is MC. What you think going to happen? Remember, she don't know this man from Adams, I just what you see on social media. He's there suffering, need the help, and she's the one that could save him. What do you think is going to happen? She might look and say, now you need me help after you done cuss me out, after you class me, after you drag me here, left, right, all over. Now you need me help. And maybe she carry on. If she have a good heart, maybe she will help him for making conscience kill him. Maybe that will happen. But people, You have to be careful because these people that you see in the phone, you watch them, you hear them talk about certain things, you don't know them from Adams. You don't know them none at all. At times, you're not in agreement with what they're saying and so forth. And you come out, you might talk it. When you talk it, and you go back and you listen over what you said, you realize that it might come off wrong. It might come off as you being disrespectful to the particular person. Even though you were just trying to share your opinion, it might come off like you were being disrespectful. And that is what is happening on social media. Too much war against each other when really and truly every single soul that is on their platform, every single soul can make them money. Every single soul can have their own audience without bringing down people, without saying the negative, without classing people and all of that. But it seemed like because people gravitate towards the mix-up, people, that's what they push. That's what they push. But I am someone, when I listen to some of them, and even the other day, one particular one that I did, and when I went back and I said, no, 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 no. Because I realized that when I was talking about the particular person, I was getting upset. And I was thinking to myself, how can I make this lady upset me? Me no know this woman from Adams. Me no know nothing about this person. Me just sit and watch the person. And because of what the person was doing, me I make it get upset. You can't give them that power. You can't. And when you listen to some of the live, you realize that these people are giving the other platform holders power over them because of what they come on the live, what they say, and all of that. You realize that they're giving that person the power. And remember, if you don't react to what the person say, what you think are going to happen? Everything just go quiet down. When you come, they say the thing and you react. That is what is going to happen. That's why I love the fact that Chris, him come out, him get the next letter, him say him read it and him delete it. It done right there, so. It done. When I look at what is going on here in Jamaica with our two popular blogger on social media and everything, they said they're good enough. They said they're good and everything. But when you look at it, the followers, the subscribers, and everything, you realize that they're so invested in these individuals' life. We follow them, we listen to them and everything. And when they come out and they say something where you not agree with, you're ready for blast. You're ready for cuss out. And really and truly, we can't give people so much power. Because sometimes you're going to sit and who you think you're going to think on, you're going to think about them. You're going to remember and you're going to wonder about them. And no, that's not good. Yes, please guys, share this live like you share your dinner. Mm-hmm. But people, social media, I wonder, so I can't tell last, I need to go tune into a particular lady in Jamaica. I need to just pass by her channel to see what is going on over there because I don't know where she are going with, who she are cuss now or anything because from the big thing went down, I not go back on our platform, but I just need to just pass over there to see what is going on. But people, you see social media, you better understand. It's all a money-making thing. The people then on social media, you see when they see them come on them live, then talk. We talk, let me say we because I'm included. You see, we talk on everything. Why you think we do it? Because at the end of the day, whether it be YouTube, Facebook, they're getting the paycheck. They're getting it. And you hear Majesty talk. You hear Dr. Love talk. You hear AD talk. That's what they do, what they're doing because of the money. And yes, the money is sweet, but you have to be careful, because you can't make, because of social media money, it turn you into this bitter person. You can't make it rob you. And when you look at it, if you become bitter and angry at the least little thing, that is what it's doing. It'll rob you of happiness that you're supposed to have. And you can go on social media, you can watch, you can laugh and chat and do everything without getting angry. But people, that's what it is. Up to yesterday, someone sent me a link to Marcia, one of Marcia Campbell's live that she was doing. And I was just listening to her and I was like, yeah, man, yeah. And then Marcia gone. And you see, once I see Marcia gone, me start cuss Marcia. Me just kiss my teeth and put it down. Me just say, let me leave right here. So me just put down my phone. I just put down my phone and I just went into my kitchen. Because that is the effect that social media have on people. You realize that people willing to talk about people, cuss people. Because we invest too much into social media and these people would I want to speak your mind entertainment and Marcia seriously. Would I want the two of them to meet one day. Would I want to see the two of them meet one day, shake hand and everything. Let me tell you who I'm listening to now. I am listening to Miss Lothian. People, she am listening to. I always listen to Lady V. She don't do her live as often like how she used to. But Miss Lothian I'm listening to. She did a live the other day. And when I listen to that live, that I was listening to it, you see where you hear the lady talk? She spoke about the fact that when she opened her restaurant, it was flooded and all of that. She never let that turn her off. She went to the landlord and complained about it. The landlord tell her, say, I know him cause the rain to fall. She never met that stop her. She continue. When you hear she tell about her life story, the other day she share her home and she was saying that a family member, it seems, upset with her because she share it. Because you know that some people, they're not proud of where she coming from, where they're coming from. But what she's saying is that she proud of where she come from. She used to get the wear and left, the second-hand clothes, at them that she used to get. She talk about the little kitchen that she used to have where she used to bake and do her thing. She even talk about people overseas joining the pantry line if you send them stuff at Jamaica, and when them stuff reach at Jamaica, the ungrateful people them cuss and say what these people that foreigners send. And people, if you don't listen to her, go on her platform and listen because that lady, she is a motivator. When you listen to her and when you know exactly what she accomplished now, you realize that anything is possible. Anything. Once you have ambition and determination, anything is possible. And I think Miss Lothian's story is a perfect example. The lady said she came to Jamaica, people. And I think she said she spent a month. When she spent the month, she said she spent over at 10,000 US. The lady spent at Jamaica in 1 month. And what she did was to bless people here and there and all of that. I think she said she got sick also. And you see, when we listen to that, people, me laugh because she's saying that I better she go elsewhere, go enjoy herself than come Jamaica because if she's going to come Jamaica and spend that amount, it don't make no sense. The reason why I laugh is because Jamaicans, if you come from overseas and them see you, the first thing them what you think them are going to do? Them are going to beg you a thing. And that are the first thing them are going to do. Them are going to beg you a thing. And you say, if you don't have that thing, forgive them. You see, when them gone out, what kind of broke pocket for in that? I went come to Jamaica for if he not have no money. I saw things hard overseas with him. He not even can give me $50, 20. That's how Jamaicans operate. That's how people operate. That's what they're going to say. When I listened to her, I was just laughing. And I hope that people tune in. I think she just do it on Wednesdays, but just tune in because trust me, that lady is a real motivator, knowing where she's coming from. She used to talk when she was working as a cashier, and to know that that lady who used to live in a country house, board house, now own 2 restaurants overseas and everything, and she can come and talk. When she was on her live, may I show you how and why I like this lady, When she was on her live, piece of her eyelash fall off, and the lady said when she wake up, she couldn't bother to take it off, so she just make it tan. You know what that said to me, people? She had tell me, say, me no business what no one think about me. Me no business oh no one say me if me can't fix my eyelash. Me no business with that. Me just want know say, me come to my restaurant, me I make me money. Me go to my restaurant, then me make my money. Me always can fix my eyelash at a later time. When she was on her live, even her daughter reached out to her. But clearly, the lady no business about them things there. The lady is focusing on the fact just to make herself comfortable. She's looking at where she's coming from and where she want to be, because I can tell you, when I sit and I listen to that lady, I can tell you, maybe next year or the next 2 years, even if she might say she don't, you're going to hear about another restaurant being open somewhere else. You're going to hear of another one being open somewhere else. So those are the things now that I'm watching on social media. Me try my best not go tune in too much to the mix up them, because if I do, me go get upset. Me go get upset. Me go come and me go talk about it. When me talk about it, I might come off like I'm being disrespectful to people and everything. So me try my best to just find the good channels and watch. That's what I'm trying my best to do. I still follow His Majesty. Me still tune in. Well, not still tune in. Me still watch her. Well, tune in. Me still tune in to her sometime. Like when she on her platform and she not cuss nobody. Because as much as how she cuss and galang bad, me actually like watch her. Me like watch her. Me have to watch AD. Me have to watch AD. Me no watch the other one of Jamaica, none at all. Me no watch her, none at all. But it is what it is. Social media will never, ever change. People, they will continue to come on their live. They will continue to say all sorts of things. But it's how you react to what they say. Give them the power. Because at times, when you see they come on the live, they're ready for cuss out. And when you listen to some of them, they literally call your name because they want you to answer. When you listen to some of them, they have this thing that I realize that they're doing now. They will say, okay, lady in the dark, come at the front of the class, or such and such, come to the front of the class. Why they're doing that? Because they want you to listen to what they're saying. They want you to react and go and answer them. When you go and answer them, you realize that they're going to go on their platform now and they're going to do something, and then the cascade happen. You're going to hear another bang around. So you see, because of that, I just rather to just post my little thing. And even if they call out Lady in the Dark name, then can call it from now until thy kingdom come. All when they call me by my right name, me not look on them, because at the end of the day, how you react to this situation will give these bloggers the power over you. You remember how Chris acted with the letter, or he carry on his live with the letter, and what people had to say at the end? Right there, he gave them the power that they needed over him with those letters because of the way he carry on. You realize that people, they took to their platform, they started laughing, they started to say all sorts of things. You hear some say, if you're a big businessman or in compound life, and no, they don't understand, that every business person, it no matter who you are, you have a life outside of your business. You have a life. So that's what they do. They pull you because they want you to react. And the sad thing is that a lot of people, they tend to pull a particular lady on social media, because this lady, no matter how you pull her, the least little thing you say about her, she a go answer, she a go take it up. You can't say, oh, me not like the wig where you have on. Me never like your Afro wig. The color never fit you. Or me not like your dress. Oh Lord, she a go take it on. She a go take it on. You compare her to an animal. She knows that she don't look like an animal, and you realize that she take it on. Because that is just how they are. But people, you just have to understand that social media, it is what it is. People are on social media to entertain. They are on social media to make their money. And as far as I see it, they don't care about each other feeling. Because when you listen to some of them and the words that they use to class each other, clearly, them no business. And especially some of them, when they address some of the ladies on social media, women were big enough to be their mother, you realize that, really, them I tell you, me no business, yeah, me just not respect you. That's what you get from it. Because you hear them address them in certain manner, you have to wonder, you don't know the person from Adam, so why you going to that extent? Why you going to class the person like that? Why you going to call the person all of those names and everything? You don't know nothing about the person. And at times, these same person, if anything's supposed to happen, for example, if any one of them that you see on social media, if one day you see something come out where you hear that any one of them might need help, maybe it's the same, some of these same set of individuals that they cause problem for on social media, maybe those are the same set of individuals that will help them and provide for them. But I don't think they look at that. But people, thank you so much for tuning into Dark Nights. I start off about Joe Grind and end up all over the place. So one bag of story, but big up again to Mr. Joe Grind that was in that video. Clearly, you're doing something good to see how the woman protect you, how she hold on onto your hand, how she make sure say she drop you or carry you wherever you're going. You're doing something good. And I hope that husband him understand say marriage done and everything, because clearly that woman now left Joe. Joe have her luck. So guys, thank you so much. Please enjoy your weekend and get some rest. And please remember to treat each other with respect. Make sure that anything that come out of your mouth will be respectful. Don't disrespect anybody at all. Treat each other the way you want people to treat you. Good night.